Oh yeah, she likes avocado now. Yeah. This is the problem, he's a bit of wine, isn't he?
He really is.
I know where he gets it from.
He's having poetry.
Hey, you gonna say hi?
Put her in her bathing suit for later.
You're not gonna say hi. You're not gonna give us a smile. There you go.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, Gus, yeah, buddy.
Ready? Can you say? Oh, it's mum.
No, we don't do that. We say dad. Yeah. I know.
Look,
What is
every
it?
day is a new day. What was I on last time?
Similar brain activity as cow, I reckon. Or drink cow.
What did we used to find
Jeff's-
him watching? Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, yeah. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Jeff's actually smart. He's book smart. He got a 90. 93 or something on his ATAR, yeah. You couldn't tell. His common sense is not very...
book smart,
Yeah, he's book smart, common sense, no idea. Anyway, this isn't a fill-up on Cow and Jeff. It's just the roast of Cow and Jeff. Yeah, Audrey thinks it's funny. Yeah, going well. Rehab's going well. Obviously being a dad's going well. She's pretty entertaining, as you can see. Yeah, keeps my mind off rehab and footy, which is nice. So yeah, can't complain. You know, everyone's been so nice and kind, and everyone's like, oh, what a great silver lining. And while it is, yeah, you are a silver lining, aren't you? Yeah, everyone's like, oh, geez, like, what a great thing to be able to come home to and be a great dad. And while it has been great, I did feel like I could juggle both playing and being a good dad. So, yeah, it's still been pretty disappointing not to play, but I mean, it's been pretty awesome to spend some time with her that I probably wouldn't have been able to. Everyone says I'm coaching. When you see what the coaches actually do, I'm doing nothing really. I'm just helping out on game day, which is the fun part of coaching, right?
Yes, still kept himself very busy and said yes to every opportunity.
Not every opportunity. I said no to a few things.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. No,
That's funny. Is that funny, is it? She thinks it's funny. I've tried to mainly still be a player. I am a player and I still want to be a player. So I think during the week I've tried to, obviously like my rehab's pretty full on as well. I think a lot of people assume when you get injured that you just do a little bit of rehab, and whether you do that at the club or not, you almost spend more time at the footy club during the year because the boys are training less. They're a lot more around recovery, whereas I'm in a phase where I'm doing a lot of strength work, a lot of conditioning. So you spend long days there. So that's taking up most of my energy during the week. I still try and sit in meetings and give input, and especially some of the, it's been well documented enough, but just, yeah, some of the young, smaller defenders, trying to still help them out. And I think having a player in that role helps a little bit because I understand, yeah, there's a lot going on out there. So sometimes I feel like I can make the messages quite simple for them, and also relay to the coaches maybe what the players are feeling at that specific time. So yeah, it's mainly game day, but I still try and contribute a bit during the week where I can.
very well fed.
She's the most well-fed child in Australia, I think. There's no, Sam loves cooking, so, she's eating lamb she's better fed than me at the moment. She has lamb cutlets, she has her eggs and avo, and, wheat bix. She has her homemade purees.
That's for you. Yeah, I know.
Mate, it's pretty funny. She just holds it like an adult and just gnaws at it. Not all just smiles.
This is not fair now.
You're a bit hungry. Oh yeah, she likes avocado now. Coda Cripps dining chair, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We've got the Cody Cripps bouncer in the front room that, you know, they bounce and play on the toys. We had the Cody Cripps bassinet.
We had the Coda Cripps Doc-a-Dot thing, like the little cushion thing. Half of her newborn clothes.
Yeah.
We were very lucky.
Twins.
Yeah.
Sam's dressed her up in her beautiful overalls, all this stuff, and then the next edits of her like nude,
Crying.
top off, food everywhere. It's like, that's Instagram versus reality.
I know.
Here's your lamb cutlet. It just shakes almost. She's like,
Withdrawals.
yummy. Yeah, that's your favourite. Yeah, she's showing everyone your lamb cutlet. Look at it.
6 napkins.
It's just like, if she gets dirty and she stays in it, she's fine.
She's a baby.
I think Vossi just mentioned maybe if I wanted... If I was,
Is that the Vossi impression of
yeah, when he's angry. Oh, I think, yeah, I was just... Obviously, once I got injured, I was keen to help out and do something, and he was... I think he said, obviously, just get through the initial part and then we'll have a discussion around potentially a role and doing something and helping out. And yeah, he was sort of keen for me to be on the bench. Similar, obviously, we got to look at it last year with what Doc did. So yeah, I think, yeah, I was keen to be involved, but he sort of raised the idea about being on the bench, and he sort of, yeah, he places an importance on the energy and the environment on the bench, because it can be pretty hectic at times. So yeah, and I was, yeah, more than happy, especially game day. I love, while it's not the same, it's still some sort of butterflies and buzz driving in, and still being able to get out on the actual G and look around was nice. So, but I do get excited when I see us play well and young guys do, you know, good team things, and yeah, I enjoy seeing my mates do well. So that isn't forced. That is natural, contrary to what many people may believe. But I mean, yeah, I do have to be grumpy at times and give some negative feedback. You might just not see that as often. Part of it is coaching and giving instructional stuff. I also like to think that I still see the player element of how they're feeling and how they're going in the game, or if they're a bit stressed, especially young guys that, like Jeff's played, what, 3 or 4 games. He's still, you know, getting used to playing in front of big crowds and, you know, having a mistake in front of a crowd or doing something well or a goal kicked again. So I like to think that I'm sort of a bit in between as a coach, but also as a player I can understand what they're feeling. I don't know who Audrey's favourite is.
I like Harry.
Yeah, she likes Harry. Harry's nice to her. Probably not Jeff or Cow. I think they're a bit scared of children. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to act. They're like, oh, baby, what do we do? Yeah, she likes Big H. She's hung out with him a bit. Nah. No comment. No comment. So today's main session for obviously the main group. I'm in rehab, so usually our rehab days line up with the main group and what they do. So we had a little bit of a mentor lunch today with some of the small backs for me. Then we come in, do some training prep. We've got an afternoon session, which we're lucky we've got a beautiful day for it. So we'll be out on the track. Yeah, a lot of prep for me in my rehab, and then I'll be out on the field for a little bit, doing a little bit of running, and then we're in for some weights, and then we're out of here. So hopefully I'll get home for bath and dinner time at home. Yeah, so my obviously focus during the week is mainly around my rehab and still being a player. So yeah, I try and just sit in on meetings like all the players do, and still have some input where I can, and especially with the backs and the smaller backs, but very much still put my energy into my rehab and and more so being a player during the week. And then I guess my focus shifts to sort of a bit more of my coach role, literally sort of when I get to the ground. Yeah, a little bit on captain's run day, but yeah, it's mainly once I get to the ground I sort of shift to being a coach, because that's all I can really do on game day. I can't get out there and help in any way, so that's when I sort of start to change my focus and feel like I maybe talk and do things a little bit more like a coach does than a player.
Got to be really loud with a mid to swivel, because they didn't switch straight away. So you're on Smith. I know what you're thinking. You see Stengel, so you've got to go to Stengel.
Yeah, well, it was two
so
there, yeah.
correct. So as soon as we kick that ball forward, just scream in the mid to hold on Stengel, so you can stay on Smith, and you might get. You don't have to bite on that. Hey, Hayner, they've made their sub, so Ollie Henry's come on. So you might have to shuffle the match up, because he's a bit taller. You probably need Jeff to play on him. Hold on, Weeders! Yes! Let's go, boys. Keep them composed and connect to your roles, yeah? Especially the young boys. Just any score's good. Yeah. Georgie doesn't have a distance. Be organised. Yes!